Welcome to the Lockdown Economy, a social nonprofit initiative by the think tank AlterContacts to help small businesses and entrepreneurs overcome the challenges of the pandemic and reactivate the economy. I'm Mike Tierney, and this morning we're in Seoul, Korea, visiting Seoul, Korea, and we're speaking with Kate Lee. Kate Lee is the CEO of Life of Emerald. Her business provides strategies to reduce stress and promote balance and health in mind, body, and soul. Kate, thank you so much for taking the time today. We appreciate it.
Welcome, and thank you, Michael, for hosting this show. And I'm happy to be interrogated by you.
Great. Well, let's get started. I guess first thing, let's talk about, just share with us what your business is and how you got it started.
So our business is called Life of Emerald. This is a social impact-driven company. We are advocating for mental wellness, mental health. We stand for mind, body, and soul. And I believe that we are sort of fragmented by the mind and body and by just the philosophy. And so we want to merge them too by saying, okay, let's take care of our entire body and mind so we can really fully function as a optimal human being.
Okay, and so how long have you been in operation for?
I've been building this business for a year and a half now.
So it seems like really perfect timing when you think about what you provide in this time of extra stress that the world is enduring due to the pandemic. Can you explain to us how it works, how people access what you provide and how they can benefit from it?
Absolutely. You know, when I started building this company in early 2020, that is about when the COVID-19 started, and I knew, and my advisors at Stanford told me that this product that you want to create needs to wait for good timing. That was April 2020. And I believe today is 2021. I believe people are more ready to handle the stress, internal stress. And how the program works, we've created a program called 30-Day Happiness. And each day you spend 15 minutes taking care of your internal need. And we have 4 experts talking about the validity of the meditation and also validity of the mental wellness when we forgive ourselves and other people. And so our experts talk about the importance of taking care of our inner happiness and taking responsibility of, you know, being kind, caring, and gentle to yourself and the others outside. So the 30-Day Happiness requires you to do one activity per day. So one example is, Michael, if you're the participant, I will ask you to soak your feet in warm water with epsom salt to detox and release stress in your body. And that video of instruction is 1 to 3 minutes each day. And so people watch that, and then you can do your self-care activity each day. And to build a habit, we need to invest a longer time. So I selected 30 days. And once you get the momentum going, you can choose to do that activity longer. And, you know, the 30-day, there's plethora of ideas on how you can take care of yourself. And so, yeah, I'd say it's a dynamic program.
And so it's sort of like an online wellness studio?
Yep.
And it's funny, when my wife and I first started having children, and our stress in our household was, I mean, there was lots of happiness, but it gets very stressful when you have a new baby. We used to talk about how when you fly, they always instruct you when you're flying with children and they have to drop the oxygen masks. They always say, take care of yourself, your mask first, and then put your mask on your child. And it's, you have to take care of yourself first before you start solving other problems in your life. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to solve those other problems very easily because you haven't, invested in yourself on a daily basis to keep balanced. So I really do love that idea of spending time with yourself, doing that work you need to do for yourself daily. And so I'm sure there's other things besides the Epsom salt. What are some other examples of things that you do that you're recommending daily?
Yeah, thanks for that analogy of the airplane, putting mask first. And that's a very concept that why we need to take care of ourselves. So from the cup full filled, we can support other people because we're naturally loving beings. And to answer your question, there's one activity where I ask you to delete 3 to 5 contacts that you no longer use or resonate with. So 3 to 5 people that you feel like you no longer resonate with in your life. And by deleting their contact information, I ask people to say a little prayer to that person. Thank you for being in my life, however long it happened. And now I release you. Our contract is finished, and I wish you well. And so by doing that, by energetically and in silent prayer, doing that activity, you're then opening yourself up to the type of people where you are ready on your evolutionary journey. So that's one activity.
So
There's
making room for new people that you meet in your life to take sort of the spot in your mind that's ready. You only have a limited space in your soul and mind for only so many people in your life, and you want to make room for those new people so you're not maybe it's like with the springtime. Right now we're cleaning out all of the winter leaves and stuff in our garden, so getting the soil ready for the bloom of the spring, and you got to get that cleared out. Is that sort of that same idea?
same idea, same idea. And it be objects, be people, be it your habit, be it your memory, we need spring cleaning once in a while. And that's exactly why this activity of letting go 3 to 5 people is absolutely necessary. And I was listening to a podcast yesterday where they talk about we have enough capacity to invite 150 people in our life.
One of the questions we frequently ask on these interviews is, how has the pandemic impacted your business? And it seems almost as if it was, karma that you were coming up with this business at the same time the pandemic began. And so as you were evolving the creation of your business, the pandemic was getting more and more entrenched in our world. So I guess let me ask you, what did you change or add as you saw your business develop and you saw the pandemic develop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I look at the pandemic and the timing of the business developing as like a wave. We're waiting for the wave to take off, and the wave is almost like a COVID. We're building alongside it. And what the 30-day happiness is the product that we added at the peak of COVID or during September. And at the time, I was attending Stanford Graduate School of Business Startup Incubator until September. And so the 30-day happiness product has been added to that on September 2020. And as I'm building the business, I'm learning as I go. I'm learning to build a business. And then I'm aware of the pandemic going more, becoming more dire, and
Mhm.
people are more stressed. And the way I view it is we're waiting for the bigger wave to take us off. And I believe that April is a good time for us to go public and start offering this program that we have built in for the year and a half so far. So that's where we are.
And what do you see as your primary market? How are you going to, the audience that you're looking for? How do you attract them, and how do they find you?
Mm. The primary clients we're looking for are women who are professional in their career and have kids. And we're right now targeting Silicon Valley moms. How do we attract them is learning about their behaviors and what they need by listening to their fears and struggles. And we and we've invited two experts, Dr. Fred Luskin. He is a professor at Stanford University, and he talks about positive psychology and how to forgive in order to feel good and happy. And Dr. Pramodini is a medical doctor who studies integrative medicine as well. So tomorrow we're going to speak up about the validity of mental wellness and inner happiness. So tomorrow is the day to speak about that so that we can share what we have to offer to these moms. Well, but I want to be honest with you that our program is not limited to only women. It's men and women. So in terms of company strategy, I've been advised by Stanford to find a target persona. And that is why we found Silicon Valley mothers. And over time, my desire is to help humanity, whoever needs the mental health support.
Right. And then also, would you consider, or have you considered partnering with businesses, and then where you're providing the services to that whole group of employees in maybe a specified way for them to access it, where maybe a business director hires you to help roll out a sort of wellness and stress reduction as all businesses, they're going back to work, people are going back to work, but things have changed and it's harder and there's new things to learn and new ways to do things. And so it would seem that that would be really helpful as well.
Thanks for that great idea. And we've been brainstorming about how to enter the B2B market, working with small to mid-sized to large-sized corporation. Our target is to enter Facebook, Google, and Amazon as a human resources corporate wellness program. And in order to get there, I am networking with people who are TED Talk speakers, who are doing program on their own, also finding ways to enter the B2B market, and that is on our to-do list. Thanks for that reminder.
And then have you had a chance to network are there other folks that are doing similar things where you've been able to share best practices and ideas about how to get your platform started and rolling? I'm not sure if there's this might be a completely unique venture, but I don't know if there might be other folks out there doing similar things where they're trying to, I guess, make self-care, mind, body, soul, something that's regular and more applicable or accessible to the general public.
Mm-hmm. I'm aware of people out there doing something similar, but you're right, our product is something very unique. And this is one product that we're using to develop our brand persona. And our 7-year big goal is to uplift humanity's consciousness by running big summits with world-class leaders. So to answer your question, I am aware people are out there. I have made a few connections, but not enough to get working with them yet. So that's where we are at in terms of company strategy. And why I mentioned about the 7-year goal is to show you that we are inviting psychologists to talk about depth psychology. We would love to collaborate with Dr. Richard Tarnas, who wrote a book on cosmos and psyche and passion of the Eastern mind. People like these who we can collaborate together to make a greater impact. And so that 30-day happiness program is like a productivity product that can get us to collaborating with world-class leaders so that we can build a big holistic system for humanity to enjoy learning about altering our subconscious mind to enhance our performance, things like that. So yeah.
And so you mentioned tomorrow's a big day where you're having a summit with these two renowned professors from Stanford. What other things do you have coming up over the next weeks and months as you move your business forward?
Absolutely. On April 10th and 11th, we have 6-hour seminar with Edward Anthony and Quilly Zhao. They're both located in Silicon Valley. Edward is a trusted advisor at Stanford Children's Hospital, and Quilly is an acupuncturist and Dao Chinese medicine doctor. And they and I are going to collaborate on creating a seminar for public to shift significantly from being stuck emotionally to feeling rejuvenated, as if you can imagine a dam. We want to break the dam open so that people can really flow, loving themselves and feeling whole, integrated. And how we do that is using 5 universal emotions Dalai Lama talk about, and 5 elements that are connected to the wood, fire, water, and so on. And then, we're going to sort of channel the heavenly energy to move our depression or sadness into joy. Yeah.
Right. And now I get to one of my favorite questions, Kate. If you could raise your hand to the world and say, I need help with 3 things, what would they be?
That's so good. One, world, I need help getting this fundraising off the ground. We're doing crowdfunding, GoFundMe. We're raising $550,000 US by May to scale this business out wide so we can help many more people who are struggling with mental health issues right now. Secondly, I would love to get connection with doctors in psychology and spirituality who can collaborate on speaking up about the elephant in the room, mental health. And then third, hello world, please visit 30dayhappiness.com and use our product.
All right, Kate. And then did I miss anything, or would you like to have an opportunity to talk about something that I did not ask a question about before we wrap it up?
Yeah, one more. Definitely, I have in lieu to 30-day happiness program, I do one-on-one consultation with corporate executives and politicians make wise decision. I believe we can make impact from the top down. When the leaders are healthy and mindful, they can implement strategies in their companies and then in their countries to benefit people on the down below who are, we're humanity. And so one-on-one consultation, you can find out more on lifeofemerald.com/consultation.
Okay, well, Kate Lee from Seoul, South Korea, the CEO of Life of Emerald. We really appreciate your time today.
I really appreciate you, Michael. Thank you.
And thank you to everyone out there who's been watching. We invite you to share our channel, subscribe to our channel, share it with those in your network who will find it useful. We speak with entrepreneurs and business owners from all across the globe, from big cities and small towns and everybody in between. And we would love to have you share our channel and share those best practices. And for now, Mike Tierney saying goodbye until next time. Stay tuned and stay healthy.